Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited because we are going to be playing with a new foundation combo that I have been loving lately. We are going to be reviewing the new Jane Iredale. This is the HydroPure Tinted Serum. I'm going to be reviewing this new tint as well as a few other Jane Iredale products. I've got a little combo that I have been using together that I've been absolutely loving, and I just wanted to show you a few of these Complexion products that I have been loving lately. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, learning a little bit more about Jane Iredale Complexion products, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I am so excited because I have a new foundation to play with, and we're going to be playing with some Jane Iredale Complexion products, and I love a good glowy foundation, and I've been wanting something kind of new to play with, and I've heard rave reviews about the Jane Iredale. This is the Hydra Pure tint, and this contains hyaluronic acid as well as CoQ10, and it looks very similar to one of my favorite from Chanel, the Water Fresh tint, and I was just so curious to try this out. So I ended up picking this up in the shade 3 that is supposed to be for light to medium skin tones, and what they say to do is to take 1 to 2 pumps. I just took 2 right here, and then that you are supposed to rub it between your fingers to break up the pigment here. That's the same as the Water Fresh tint, and then you are going to basically apply this to your skin, and it's going to give you this really gorgeous glowy finish. I am so excited about this ultra hydrating tinted serum that contains hyaluronic acid that's going to help plump, smooth, and blur lines and even the skin tone with sheer coverage for a dewy, youthful look. This tint is going to provide intensive hydration and even the skin tone, but it is going to be a sheer coverage. It has hyaluronic acid and olive squalene that's going to give you maximum hydration and moisture retention. It calms, soothes, and delivers powerful antioxidant protection and provides a dewy finish for a more youthful looking skin. I also like to top this off with Jane's mineral pressed powder to provide a little bit additional coverage. Okay, I don't know if I have been that excited about a foundation in a while, but I absolutely love this because it's sort of magical. And I've just been craving and gravitating towards my dewy foundations. And I find this to be a bit magical because it is going to blur any imperfections. I'm just wanting to see if you can see once it sort of sinks into the skin and the pigment kind of does its magic, it does have sheer coverage. So this is not going to cover up a whole lot, but what I do find is that it gives this really pretty finish on the skin, and it's not overly dewy. And for those of you that don't like to feel anything on your skin, I think you're gonna love this because it just sort of sinks into your skin. It doesn't feel heavy or sticky. It actually just felt very like watery and then just sort of like a nice velvet finish here. And I just really like it. I feel like it does sort of plump up my skin a bit. And again, It's winter time here, the heat is going on, it's cold outside, and my skin is just feeling like it needs that extra layer of hydration. And I find that you could just wear this on your own. I think it's really pretty. You can put some concealer where you need it, but I've been wearing this on its own. Or then if I feel like I need more coverage, I will pull out my Jane. This is her Pure Pressed Mineral Foundation, which has an SPF of 20, and I've been a long time Jane Iredale fan. I used to only wear mineral foundation, and I really loved her BB Glow Cream. Oh my gosh, that stuff was full coverage, and it would literally make your face look like a doll. Like, it was so good and it was glowy. Love that. But back in the day, pre-YouTube, I would always just wear like Bare Minerals or this Jane Iredale Mineral Foundation. That was the way that I went. And so I always have this on hand. The one that I have is in, let's see, is in Natural. I feel like I might have had another color at some point. But what I like to do if I want a little extra coverage is I like to just use some of the mineral foundation, and you'll see it's going to actually provide you with some nice coverage. And I'm going to just kind of dust this on, and then you are getting a little extra SPF, which I also like, and then I will spritz it down so there's no powdery look. But surprisingly, powder foundations can really give you some coverage. And if I decide to put on the pressed powder, I sometimes feel like it takes a little bit of the glow away. Then you just simply take a hydration spray and spritz it on. I'm going to be using the Jane Iredale. This is the Palm Mist Hydration Spray. I will just put that on, and you'll see it's going to like take down any of that powderiness, and then it's going to reinvigorate that glow. And this spray has the added benefit of pomegranate extract. That's the color of the bottle. It's a powerful antioxidant that's going to help fight free radical production caused by sun exposure. It is great for all skin types, and it really helps set the mineral foundation, and it's going to also give you a little boost of those antioxidants. So really like that. You can use any spray you want, but I find when I use a mineral foundation, sometimes I can look a bit cakey, and so I always like to kind of put it on and then give it a little spray so I can bring back some of that glow. Now, while I was picking up the HydroPure tint, I also went ahead and picked up one of her blushes because I've always loved her blushes. Like, seriously, back in the day, I was a whole Jane girl. It's so fun to revisit brands that you loved. And I just thought this color in Cotton Candy looked so gorgeous. This is the Cotton Candy shade. It does have a little bit of sparkle in it, like you get an automatic blush and highlighter together. So I thought I would go ahead and pop this pretty blush on today and kind of liven up my complexion with this pretty blush. Isn't that such a pretty shade? I just feel like it gives my skin a little glow, but it is not too sparkly. At first, when I got it, I was like, oh no, it's gonna have too much glitter in it, but it really just sort of reflects on the cheek. It's so pretty. And then also you can wear this on your eyes. It's gorgeous, kind of like a monotone look. I had just been doing quick and easy weekend makeup. I had popped on this as well as this blush right here, as well as this blush, and I just sort of put it on my cheeks as well as my eyes, slicked on some lip gloss, and ran out the door. And I just felt that I looked a little bit like fresh and youthful, just really easy makeup. And the best part is with all these products, you can feel good about them because they are good for your skin. And it's just been kind of fun to revisit my love of Jane Iredale Complexion products. The best part about this foundation is that I find that it wears so well throughout the day, meaning at the end of the day, I feel like my skin still looks just about the same as this right here, and I just have been loving it, especially for this time of year when I'm really wanting kind of that dewy, fresh look on the skin. Actually, I like that year round, especially having more dry, mature skin. But what I thought I would do is I thought I would wear this, do a little check-in with you just to show you how this combination wears throughout the day. I swear it looks better at the end of the day, but we shall see. So I'm going to go about my day. I am going to go take a walk between the rain showers and run some errands, and then I will be back with a check-in. Okay, I am back. I have had this foundation combination on for about 6 hours now, and I don't know about you guys, but I swear I feel like it looks a little bit better, but I tend to be one of those that likes sort of worn in makeup. Like, I love putting it on first thing, but I really like the way that it looks better once it's sort of meshed in to your skin and just kind of looks like you, not makeup. And this is what this combination looks like here. And I don't know if you can see it, but it just looks still very fresh faced, and I think that is the Jane Iredale HydroPure tint because it does exactly what it says. It's going to give you a little dewy finish, a little glow on the skin, and then I did top it with that pure pressed mineral foundation. I don't always do that, to be honest. I often like to wear this just alone with maybe a little dusting, but I just wanted to show you how you could build up if you wanted more coverage to put that on. And I didn't put a ton on, but I do find that that's a good combination. So this is going to be your sheer tint that's going to be kind of magical. It's going to give your skin a boost of hydration, but sort of blur any imperfections. And then if you wanted to up the coverage, I definitely love her Pure Pressed Mineral Foundation. Has an SPF of 20, and it actually can give you quite some coverage. So that's what I would say, but I would also recommend that you set the makeup with either her mist or a different one, but I find that sometimes the mineral foundation can look just a little bit cakey. So I always like to use that, and then I will spray on the Palm Mist is what I recently picked up to give it a try, and I have to say I really like it, and this has a little dose of antioxidants in it from pomegranate extract. So really been enjoying this. Loving this little topper, but this is a total winner here, and I have been a Chanel Water Fresh tint lover for so long, and then I noticed that it was selling out places. It was sort of making me sad because that was one of my favorites. I just always felt like it made my skin a bit angelic looking, and I find that this is a good replacement if you're having a hard time finding that. And Jane Iredale is a clean brand, and so it is not going to contain the fragrance. It's going to have some good skincare benefits in it as well, so you can feel good about putting it on your face. So this is just a combination I have been loving lately. As usual, I love to hear from you guys. What is your favorite glowy foundation, leave that down below in the description box. Let me know if there's one that I must try. And yes, we can do a comparison between this one and the Water Fresh tint. Let me know if you want me to do that. I'm assuming I might get some questions about that, but so far really loving this. I like the way it makes my skin feel. A little bit plumped up, a little hydrated, as well as the way that it looks. So those are my thoughts on this foundation. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.